So yeah, remember when I said that there's actually a Marvel series that I liked? Well, this is it. Spirits of Vengeance. I actually picked it up for two reasons. One was because of Blade, and two was because of Ghost Rider. Classic Ghost Rider. Well, then there's also the fact that it kind of seems like it's going to be a series where they fight demons and stuff, and I mentioned this before in a previous video, but I love stories like that. Anytime when there's like a story about a group of people hunting down demons or monsters and stuff, I will always give it a look because I love that kind of storytelling. So looks like the group is going to basically consist of Blade, Ghost Rider, Hellstorm, and then Satana. So basically the son of Sane and then the daughter of Sane. So we start off in a rundown diner in the middle of the desert, pretty much, and we see Johnny Blaze with a cup of coffee. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I enjoy this issue, I don't care too much for the art style. I feel like the art style is a little too. I don't even want to say. I guess maybe cartoony. Like I don't know. It's this whole issue is basically like a group of the supernatural heroes, or should I just say? Well, I don't know if I want to say they're heroes, anti-heroes, fighting against demons. And I don't know. I would kind of want to see more of a somewhat realistic depiction for the art style. Like I feel like this is just a little too cartoony and a little too stylized, and it doesn't really fit the tone. There's just also the fact that I don't really like the way that Johnny Blaze looks. He kind of basically he looks like a member of Hanson that has been hitting the bottle a little too hard in his life. Which might actually be what the Hansons look like now. I don't know. And for anyone who doesn't know who the Hansons are, you're very, very lucky. And ignorance is bliss. Okay, let's just keep it at that. So, yeah, we get Hanson Blaze sitting down, eating his meal, and then some guy shows up with a bullet wound in his torso. And he pulls it out, pops it down onto Johnny's plate, and tells him, take that to Hellstorm. And then he basically self-combusts. So Johnny is about to leave when he's stopped by two police officers. And you know who these police officers remind me of? They remind me of Boss Hogg from the Dukes of Hazzard and John Waters, the director for a bunch of crazy movies. He was also in like most of the younger generation would probably know him as being in the intro and the outro to the Lonely Island's Creep music video. But that's who like I was instantly reminded of when I saw them. But yeah, Johnny knows that they're not actually police officers; they're actually demons, and they attack Johnny, and Johnny makes short work of them. And then we cut to him talking with Hellstorm, who is the son of Satan. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really remember Hellstorm. But yeah, he's the son of Satan, and he's actually a good guy. I believe it's because his mom was actually human, and she was actually like a very nice person who kind of made sure to instill her positive, good qualities onto her son. But yeah, Johnny basically kind of tells him that this guy came into the bar with his bullet, and he wanted me to give it to you, and that he was also attacked by demons, and he points out the type of demons that attacked him. And Hellstorm basically doesn't know. Well, Hellstorm is kind of like I don't know like what to do with this information really. Like maybe there's someone who can give us some answers. So we cut to the Bronx where Hellstorm and Johnny Blaze meet Mr. Plinkett. That's like the first thing I was reminded of when I saw the person that they went for help. What's his name? Curtis? Yeah, Curtis. I just thought, oh, this is Mr. Plinkett. God, that's disgusting though. Do you know what the sad thing is? It's that there are actually people out there like this. It's not this bad, but there are. Like obesity is a huge issue. At least here in America. And then I hate the whole like you shouldn't fat shame. It's like, actually, yeah, we should. Because you know what? You can be proud of your body if all you want, but the truth is that it's not healthy. And it doesn't matter how happy you are with your appearance, you're slowly killing yourself. So you should slim down if for nothing else than for your health. But yeah, back to Mr. Plinkett. Mr. Plinkett basically says that he can sense like strong vibes coming from the bullets. Many old things are surfacing again, and the time draws near. And that if they want more answers, they should go to Wall Street. So as they're heading towards Wall Street, we cut to all it says is elsewhere. I have no idea where it is, but it looks like a pretty nice house in the middle of the desert. You know what that house reminds me of? It reminds me of damn, what's that guy's name? Is it Martinez from GTA 5? Like especially when you do the contact missions in GTA Online, there's like yeah, you can do like contact missions for one of the characters, and the missions usually end with you like dropping something off at his house, and his house looks exactly like that, like the layout and everything. I don't know why. I was just like reminded of that. But yeah, I guess we see this demon. Is that a woman? It looks somewhat female in the face, but there's no boobs. But then again, this is Marvel, so that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, basically this thing is talking to this hunchback demon who appears to be its boss. I really don't know if that's a guy or a girl. I want to say a girl, but then there's other panels. Just because of the waist kind of goes in a little too much for it to be a dude. But there is no chest, and the face is too manly. But like I said before, this is a Marvel comic, so that doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, apparently the boss is named Necrodamus, and he wants his silver back. And I'm assuming the silver is the bullet, which kind of begs the question of why, if you want it so badly, why did you shoot it into somebody? I guess that's kind of the whole mystery of why that guy got shot in the first place and why a specific bullet that he got shot with is so important. But yeah, he basically conjures up a bloodhound and then asks for his partner. I don't know what to call that creature, but basically just tasks this creature with using the bloodhound to get the silver back from Johnny Blaze in Hellstorm. So we cut back to like a fancy restaurant in Wall Street where we see fancy people, which makes sense to see fancy people in a fancy restaurant. And this one guy is talking to Hellstorm and basically telling him how he can smell something like a huge change approaching in the air. Yeah, he kind of mentions how like every 1,000 years or so we all get a little tense. There's like something big going down, and a lot of the higher ups, like the higher demons and stuff like that, are going into hiding. And he basically doesn't have any answer for Hellstorm other than make yourself scarce. And Hellstorm basically says like, while we didn't learn much, we did learn that whatever's coming, it's bigger than we thought. So we're going to need some help. So he calls for help, and that help turns out to be Blade, as if you guys didn't know. Yeah, basically there are bank robbers robbing a bank. It's like no shit they'd be robbing a bank. What else would bank robbers be robbing? Oh, pirate. It's early in the morning when I'm recording this right now, so I'm going to use that as an excuse. I'm not fully awake. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, bank robbers robbing a bank. They're making their getaway when Blade lands on top of their van. It looks like he shoots into the van with a gun, but for some reason there's an explosion. I don't understand that part, but yeah. I mean, I'm not going to knock explosions. Explosions are cool. But yeah, the van explodes, and then Blade walks through the flames, all badass and stuff like that. And it turns out that the robbers are actually werewolves, or are they vampires? Yeah, they're vampires. Never mind. Why the hell did I say werewolves? I think it's because they have beards that they kind of look like old school Wolfman, but it's just vampires with beards. And of course, Blade makes like short work of the werewolves. And as he's like fighting them, we get a voice over of Hellstorm leaving a voicemail. A voiceover of Hellstorm leaving a voicemail. I can't make words today. The things I'm saying are just. I need to wake up more before I just start doing recordings in the future. But yeah, he basically just asked Blade, like, hey, something big is coming, and how would you like to help us avert the complete and utter destruction of existence as we know it? And that's how the issue ends. And like I said, I really enjoy this issue. Then again, it is Marvel, so I am kind of being very wary about being too hyped for this series. Because if there's any company that could fuck it up, it's Marvel. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they have had some good gems that have actually remained solid throughout the series. So I'm hoping this ends up becoming one of them. But yeah, I'll probably say like the only really major complaint. I don't want to say that it was a lack of action because there was some action scenes in here, especially for a first issue. And the first issue is usually like setting up the premise, setting up the obstacles, introducing the characters. But the fact that they were able to put in, even if it was very minor, the fact that they were able to include some action is good. So I'm not going to knock them on having more talking than action, just because I understand it's the first issue. I will knock them though on the art style. I really don't care for it. It's not even that it's bad artwork, because it's the artwork itself is actually solid. It's just it doesn't, especially when you compare it to other Marvel series, like Squirrel Girl. God, that's so bad. But it's just the fact that I feel like in terms of its tone, it doesn't match the tone. Like the style doesn't match the tone that this issue is going for. So while I don't think the artist is bad, and I would have no problem seeing him in something else, or her in something else. I don't know who illustrated this. I do think that they should bring on someone else to do the illustrations for this series. But yeah, that was Marvel Spirits of Vengeance issue number 1. Like I said, I was kind of surprised to find a actual good Marvel series. I actually was looking forward to 2 Marvel series. It was actually this one and the Punisher Platoon. But I kind of skimmed through some of the Punisher Platoon when I was at the store, and it looked kind of boring. And then I later watched some videos on it, some review videos on it, and yeah, it lost my interest real quick. But the series, so far so good. Please keep it up, Marvel, and do more of this, and I can easily see Marvel making a comeback. Just keep your politics out. So yeah, Spirit of Vengeance issue number 1. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later.